What's going on? I'm trying to set the camera up. Just trying to get something set up over here. Start myself off with my own likes. Regardless of who's here, I'm gonna have to begin this video anyways. I don't have much time. I want to run in and attack the washing machine. I have a big battle. It's me and the washing machine. The washing machine is not moving, but it should be moving on its own, but it's not. It's stopped. So this is where they call the repairman. Repair, R-E-P-A-I-R, which equals to what is 2. So why do we have to re-2? So the pair is also P-E-R-E. We can also have a pair. I think the pair is a P-E-A-R, and that would be like a fruit. So we're going to have to understand why we combined all these words together. So for the greater story, right? Just like in P-A-I-R is the P, which is what is connected to the A-I-R, which is a word within itself. So just adding one letter, we change the whole structure of the word. The P is the 16th letter. Its reverse alphabet is 11. With this understanding, and P is what is 9 plus 7 equals to 16. By the way, by the dictation of those who speak not of what is the name of our Lord, speak not and say Yahweh to the tune of what is Yod Hey. PK 16 and 11 27 reverse alphabet. What would be the P would be the 13 in the spirit of 76, and what would be the K would be Abba 1221, feminine. They're bringing in the feminine side through the exchange of 1441, or what can be 1440,000. Why do I change the last number, right? 1 or 0. 1 is going to be what is within the house. How can I explain? Let me see. 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Within the house, it's going to be the opposite or the other. One of them is going to be Mars, possibly the 1, and Earth would be the 0, as there's, in order to surpass, let me show you this. So if I create an octagon, right, or if you show me something like this, right, what can I create? I would like go this way and 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 that way and this way, and I'd go that way and that way and that way and that way and that way, and yeah, and I should be going up that way, and I didn't go up that way. And did I go all the way down that way? Did I go all the way up this way? Which way didn't I go? I went this way and that way. Whoop, I didn't go that way and that way. Whoop, and get down to that way. We did that way. We did that way. Where didn't we go? So we did 1, we did 2, we did 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? It's like the bottom part of the boat. You know, it's the bottom part of the boat before the boat, right, travels the dimension. And then you travel underneath the house over here. We'll call that 5 cents, or the beaver. So the beaver would come from above the ground, and he'd go under the ground, and he'd come out here. Is that 5E and 5E? So what is that connection? Right, to go up between the two houses, right, to go up between the two houses. We take it here and we go up between the two houses. Then we take it here, right, we come to here and we go up into the house, and then we cross over into the house. We come here, we cross up into the house this way, or another way to do it, right, is to cross up into the house this way, and then you spin it back this way. And then you cross up into the house, right? And you cross up into the house. I'm trying to see if I have the lines right. And you run it this way inside the house. So this is not made proportionate. But to get back to if I had my, when you have square paper, you're going to see that these lines are just going to dictate themselves. And if you notice, this part here is also going to be what is this over here. And when you create this here, right, this is the obligation I'm just trying to where was the octagon? Was here, the side, so that's here. Oh yes, I have to cross over, right? And then when this crosses over here, this is my straight line that makes that. And then, oh yes, this is the straight line. You see my first crossing, but I have to do that to continue with this line that's going all the way up to here. And then I continue this line over here and follow it with this line over here. And I take this line over here. See this line over here? Is this running the perfect line over here? And then this one over here, see that angle over here? We didn't continue it here. So then we took what was the octagon and kept it at the octagon. But now we have, what is this area space here, 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 and here? At the same time I showed you we did this. I want to see what I have here to the configuration of, can I do the same thing to here and then run this to run that configuration? Just want to see what happened. How does this run over? Oh, I should have did it on the other side. I did it on this side, right? Which was the, wow, I don't know which way to go. What is it? This way and then this way. And then you run those two pinion poles. I'm just trying to see, uh, is it this way? No, it's not this way. It's, I don't remember which way, and it's difficult to do when it's not equal. So now you can see all these X's are going to create 40 within their own. And what it did here is it took my tic-tac-toe that was this way and turned my tic-tac-toe this way. Now I have here, 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 here. But the area space is larger here. There's now here and here is an area space. Look at the size of this area space. It might be what is 4 times the area space. So I'm going to show you this on a regular paper. The piece I wanted to show right now. Yes, so see, I was showing you that. So I'm just waiting for a picture to come out. So anyways, that's what you do basically for most of your designs, or for the most of the designs that I have done. Wow, why is it going that way? Yeah, so that's what it's for myself. Um, who taught me? Just over time, just the association, just observation over time, watching others, doing your own thing. Over time, and it's hard to accept even to this day, because it's the truth that I have a certain technique, but I haven't put my mind to how to assemble my colors together, how to understand the texture, like the names they gave to the texture, because I know within the names and the texture, it vibrates itself. So just to paint and come up with something, it's not good enough. I'm not, people go to school to find out about the atoms, right? And some people say, oh, it's an atom. I want to know more, you know, because then it's going to tell me about the numbers. And the numbers will tell me more about the alphabet, right? I'm going to get that 360, A in the A through G is silver. So silver runs at the seventh gate. And even cobalt, that's something new. CO with magnesium, or a CO with something. In order to use the .com, okay, assembly, you can use MO, you can use MC. You have 3 letters. It's establishing right away that it's 81, 27, anything to do with threes. It's also an association to Venus, association to the red sun, association to, and what is Venus? Venus is 2 times everything. The seventh gate, why not just multiply everything times 7, right? So we'll end up with the 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Oh my God, 35 is the heart of the cube. 28 days to the cycle. 21 is the cube. 14 is the ring. 7 is the pole. 42 is the passage to the seventh gate. Then when you get to 7, 7 by 7 is 49, right? You slip the ring onto the pole. The birth comes into the house. When you're in the 30s, when you're in the 40s, when you're in the 50s, when you're in the 60s, and when you're in the 70s, you're in a different location in numbers telling a different story. 9 times 7 is 63. That is what equates to 3 cubes okay, but does not complete 3 moons. 3 moon cycles completed 84, yet they should be complete and whole at 63. But the hookup of the cube itself is 21. It's 3 by 28 is the cycling moon, equals to 84, where the cube is 4 by 21. So this is where 32163 is where you slip yourself into the game. 21, 21, 21. Okay, when you say 21, what you're going to do is every 21 is going to be 18 and 3, 18 and 3, 18 and 3. But it's not just any 3. It's a 12, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 1 and 2. The feminine. Why? The masculine between the feminine in order to create the 3, a 9 and 4, 2, 2 or 3, 1 to create the 4. Communication source. The number 18 by 3 is going to be what is 54 and 9. The 54 is the femininity. When you add the 9 to 63 to 3333, right? And that's going to be the masculinity. And where this comes from is that when you pick up a cube, when you pick up one cube, the high side is 6, the low side is 1, right? So in a 21-day period, you have 21 on here, right? We cannot count these center dots. There are 3 of them. Take away the centers. Those are the alpha. Separate them from the exterior betas, right? So that'll be 3, and the rest will be 18. So when you have 318, 318, 318, I want to see where I marked this. Did it switch the page? Let's call it the head of Aries, right? So 18 and 3 and 18 and 3 and 18 and 3 is 54 and 9. 54 for the female, which is 9 by 6. And then 63 for the male is 9 by 7 equals to 63. And the spirit of 76 is 52 for Earth and 51 for Mars, 103. They combine together to somehow through Mercury. Gemini coming into what is Capricorn, and the value towards the 13 moons is what is 076923 in some alternative order. In fact, the 10 divided by 13 or 3 divided by 13 will both equate, okay, to a number that when it's added up after the decimal, it will equal to what is 999,999. This is from the calendars of the Aztec. 25,920, what is the Tzolk'in and the Hab calendar of 260, what is known as the teacher of 420. Why 420? Because at 4 hours and 20 minutes after the hour, which is 240 plus 20 equals to 260, or the 260 day of the Hab calendar, which is divisible by 360 degrees. Why? Anything that is complete can be divided by 360 because that is the whole of what it is. When you divide it by that number, you will see there will be an equation that will equate within the 13 and within the 7th number, meaning that any number between 1 and 12 divided by 13 will equate to the same thing, that when you have 26 divided by 36, one of the reasons is 26 is like 13. It's half of it, right? 26 and 36, which is like 18, it's like 18 and 13, right? So the 18 is like what is 9. You follow what I'm going with this? All it is a dancing of the stars. So when you get, I'm going in to fix the washing machine, just letting the house settle down, you know what I'm saying? So when you have 3 cubes, okay, you have 18 and 3, 18 and 3. So you have Gimel, okay? And you have whatever the 18th letter is in Hebrew, but I just like to say C or Gimel, and then Resh. And that's the sun system. The 7 is where Earth comes in. The 6 is where Mars comes in. But Mercury is also 103. September is also 103. Jesus Christ, 103 as well. It's also 151. Do you know what happens with JC? The J is the 10th letter. The C is the 3rd letter. You're a dog, right? Denver? Denver, what about you? I call one, I call two. What about you? Jealousy will get you nowhere. Bark all you want. I refrain you not from barking. It's up to you. Jump, run, come in front of my face. Jump on top of me. Do what you want. Do your worst, the beast. Do your worst. You're on camera. Check it out. They're watching you. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. You two. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do it. That's it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. You do it. You do it. You do it. Yeah. 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 As the sun boils, as the sun boils, in, as the sun boils in the land of Canine, let not one bark away from who you are. Flee, my child. Go, 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 go. Okay. You want to go? Do you want to go in? Do you want to go in? Do you want to go? I don't have to put up with that. That's your nose, right? Is that your nose? Is that you? Hey, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go! Woo! Hey, come, come. I'm patting only the ones that are quiet. This is not helping me. Go, go. Okay, okay. So let me pull up the chair here. I know if I pull up the chair, they'll stop. It's usually because when you give them attention, they take the attention from you. I want to see if I had like an exchange going on. We walked. We had an agreement. We had an agreement. I'm being firm. I'm not screaming, just being firm. Just let me know. Yes or no? Did we have an agreement? I asked you, did we have an agreement? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Did we have an agreement? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Did we have an agreement? Tell me. Let the word speak for itself, canine. Begotten, letting more for less. Only at Walmart, I guess. So, okay. So let me pay not attention to them, and I have to pick. Yeah, so let me see if this works. I'm trying to see. I tried to get them to do something. 1821, row 1. Yeah, Maya, hubala. Okay, 1821, row number 1. No, row 2, 21, 31, 41, 21, 31, 41. No, okay, so I guess I'm going to get rid of this and just show you what I want to show you here. It's what it is. How's everybody doing? The multiplication table, right? So when you look at this, what is actually happening, when you get to number 6, it becomes the reverse side of the cube. So 1 becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you'll see it ends at 3. 2 ends at 3, right? And then 3 ends at 18 is 9. So you get 6, 3, 9. And then 4 ends at 6. And then 5 ends at 3, right? We already had 2 ending at 3. Now we have 5 ending at 3. And then we have 6, right, in the 6th position ending at 9. And we had 3 ending at 9. And then we go to 7. We have 7 ending at 6. But we also had 1 ending at 6, right? We also had 4 ending at 6, 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 7. 7, 4, 1 hertz. And then we go to number 8, right? It's 12. 4 and 8 is 12 in the 6th position. Let me see if I can hold this up straight and maybe I'll be able to service this. Hold on a second. I think I left my wow. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm talking down this row here. 3, 9, 6, 3. So the first connect is fire and fire. The first connect is fire and water on the reverse cube. Sorry? The first connect at 66 is going to be fire and water. The next connect is going to be in air. The next connect, reverse cube, okay, is going to happen. Whoop, look at that. There's no other 6. Wow, so what's next, right? It's got to go to 10. So it has to go into Capricorn to come back to what is 60. So this is where the sun and the feminine comes in right over here. 9 times 1, 9 times 2, 9 times 3. The masculine, the feminine, this is the passage within, and then this is the feminine. They close the door between what is 63 and 54 in the cube, which is the 6th and 7th realm. Uranus, okay, Uranus and Saturn come together along with what is Earth and Mars. The 7 is going to take on the 3, and you're going to have 20. And the 6 will take on the 4, and you will have 20, 8, and 12. That'll be the hexahedron. And I'm just assuming, I'm just trying to think, this is the green ball in Pool. What's happening? It's the air sign that comes to connect. 8 and 9 at the 7th gate are above and beyond. 10 is going to be a relative to what is Gemini. When you have 3 divided by 7, you're going to have 1, I think 4285, 4285, what I'm just don't remember. 142857 is the numbers, but I don't remember the order. These are the absolutes. And then we can change all these also as well. I can change all these positions of it, just a simple math equation. The second thing is, this is not the star. This is only one angle. If I wanted to do the complete star in, let's say, the 6th position over here, this one would be 3. If I wanted to go this one over here, what is number 25? Just give me a second. I'm just trying to think of the position I want to put this in. This one over here is 36. Okay, yes, okay, yes. So this one over here is going to be 8. This one is going to be 5. This one is going to be 7. This one over here is going to be, I can't see it, 9. Usually 9 goes back to 9, regardless. This one is going to be 24 and 14. Sorry. Let me see. Did I do that properly? Where am I going to? Okay, I'm going to go over here. This one over here. This one here. So this is going to be 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. It's going to be 17 over here. And this one will be 3 times 5, 3 plus 5 will be 15 and 8, 23. And that'll change that number over here. And we can change all these numbers around. And once you do the same thing to the whole board, whatever you're going to do when you come to doing the matchups, you're going to see how perfect it is. Just to note, there's this crazy thing is that the number 1 equals to 34/7. The number 6 equals to 52, 6. What is it? S19, I9, X24. 24, 9, 33, and 19, 52. Call it Aries, call it Ramses. The 4 is 60. The other 6 on here is the 5 is 42. So the 5, 4 feminine are both 66. They're connecting the 57th gate. The sun connect, the 9 by 6, 54, the fox pass within the sun. You connect up to the pole, right? You connect up to that one pole. Connect to the pole, connect to the pole, connect to the pole. And then when you connect to the 4th part of the pole, you're inside the other house. Now, I believe and understand that you go down this pole and then you move down this way. And you go down this pole and then you move down this way. And then you go down this pole and then you move down this way. It shows it inside the cube that they don't have the dot on every single side. I say that because there's only 3 slides on a cube, snakes and ladders. I say that to be able to have the 12. I need 12 to have alpha omega to come back to the beginning and start at 1, 2, 3 again. So when you get the Capricorn, right, you need more than one beginning in order to communicate, right? Hello. How you doing? I need the telephone lines. What was one of me is now hello. Uh-huh. And I'm putting the lines together, right? 1, 3, 3, 1. 11 times 11 times 11. 1, 3, 3, 1. What's the design between the upper and lower? I can make this, and then we can look out for what that design is, although my hands look a little cuckoo right now. Should I be putting them together like this? Should I be putting the knuckles on top of each other? What is the artwork? Is the knuckle 2 big knuckles just to show us what tilt we have? And then we have this tilt. We also have to understand we can't tilt evenly. We have to tilt back and then tilt over where knuckle hits knuckle. So we have to understand all these realities going on. Aries, look at my horns going into it. Another thing is when you do this and this into the next cycle, how do you get out? It's this way, through the filter, and out. Same thing as the plumbing. Plumbing doesn't go out. If you were sending something out, like, I don't know, a spaceship or something, you can't go out. You have to go up, you have to go down to go back out again, right? I mean, if you want to look what's happening outside the world, look what's happening inside the world. It's just a reflection, right? The game of the game inside the game. Just things are maybe a little bit different. That's all. I mean, you don't know what a machine is. You walk in, you buy something, but it didn't look like that when it began, right? It wasn't a swimming pool. It wasn't a chair. It was a tree and a rock. So what did the Lord create? Created a tree, created a rock, created the possibility for everything else to be created. All we needed now was communication. That's it. Just communication. But me, to have communication, you need water. And so do I. Yeah. I want to thank my sister for letting me use her backyard to relax for a few minutes before I go tackle that washing machine. Someone asked me the other day, why are you constantly on? Why don't you just stay off? Why don't you give it a break? And, you know, yeah, I should. I definitely should. I'm going to show you something. It's getting worse and worse. The last bag I had like this was on my desk. This is just, just papers. And the last one got coffee in it and I ruined it. And I don't want to ruin these. And why do I just throw them out when it's already done in the video? A few reasons. One, I get to go over it again for like the 100th time. I might bring something up in a video. I might do another video about it. If nobody else is repeating, or if somebody else is repeating, irregardless, I'm going to keep on repeating until I hear others repeating the same thing. All right, we're going to create the system this way. Like I said, what is bits and pieces and particles is what I want to create, but I want to give each bit, piece, and particle a name, a structure. Can I say a cohesive structure? Platonic solids, every single one with a number, a different story within each one. And when they connect, telling another story. When we replace it with the characters of the alphabet connecting on different angles, geometric shapes, names of the geometric shapes, names of words. So what it is 1, 6, 2, 2 is equal to 58, 13, 4. 1 is equals to 34, 7. 6 is equal to 34, 7. This is equal to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 42 and 4 is 60 is 9 is also 42. So what is 6, 7, 8? Oh yes, 8. EIGHT. 8 is 49, right? That's another 13, just like 2 is. They're both 13s. And you get 13, and then you get 4. That would be for Abraham. Abraham, 28, running the 4 cycles of 28 of the moon. The last one is for the brother, BRO 35. Only the BRO combination, or Robert, Bob, right? Call it bro, in front of what is, or could be connected to what is there, or the other. THER. Why do I say THER? The combination is 51. Mars is 51, 2 fire signs. What's in between the 2 fire signs? 432 vibration, which is 3 days of 1440 minutes. Also to note that when it's at 15, it's 9 and 6. Otherwise, it's Yod Hey. And when you get 74 and 77, that's 151. That's matter and energy. Also noted under what is JC, Jesus Christ, or what is 103, something to do with Mercury. And you know what, there's something that's been in my head a long time, and there's this little teeny man that runs around very, very quick with flash, even smaller, but much, much quicker. And they also say this is something to do with the post office, right? So we have to regard big time the post office. Off ice, right? It could be on ice, because if it's off ice, if it's off and on, right? If it's off, then we have to come on. And if we come on, it's 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Once you get one of these, they call it the point. The point, right, is usually could be where in center. Is center the point? Or is a point card? Or there's the point in the heart of what is Windows. Window is 88. So is the point part of the constellations, of the 88 constellations within the point? And can the point be where the diamond point is? That this diamond point over here, right? That when you, let me see how I can complete this. You and you. 88. See 88? You see you start up here and you do here and you finish this heart. And you take the heart over here, right? You take the heart over here, right? And you take the heart here and you make a heart here. So you have one heart and then you have two hearts. And then you have two little googly eyes, right? And you just put them together over here. Where are the dogs? Oz, Denver? Denver, Aussie? It's right there. Come on, guys. Who brought you in the house? Come back. Come back. Aussie, Denver? Come back. Okay. Okay. So yes. So let's get back to this. So if you live here in Quebec and if you got like overflood of water or something, you can call this company here. They call it Sinister. Isn't that cuckoo? What a name they use, eh? Sinister. Why would they use Sinister? Right? Look at that name. Like it's I see 5 and 1, right? That's what I see. So I see like the 432 vibration. Are they telling me the 5 and 1 is Sinister, holding the 432 within it? Oh, well, times 3, right, is 432. 0. Did you know if I multiplied that by 6, it would give you 25,920? And if I divided it by 4, it would give you, I think, what was that? 6480. I think that's the dodecahedron, the dodec. This would be what is 480, 480. Oh, yes. And that 480, yes, 120 times 4 is 480. There are 4 sides, okay, to the tetrahedron, to the tetra, right? Every side of 120. That's the way it's calculated, is 480. But there's another thing, is that when you have 8 hours, right, you have what is 480 minutes. And then you get 16 hours, and you get 960 minutes. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 equals to 9 and 6. How do we get 48? 6 times 6, 6 plus 6. Check this out. Check this out. 6 times 6 equals to 36. 6 plus 6 equals to 12, and 6 equals to 48. Let's call it 48.0. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 3 plus 3 equals to 18. 18 and 9 equals 27. There was something else I did in the other equation. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I want to see what I did here different. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Let me do this again. It was 25,920. It was 6480 by 4 to equal to that. And we can also go 3240. You know what that is? But you know what this is? This is a reverse alphabet. And then it becomes 3, 6. And the 3 times 6 is 18. And the 3 plus 6 equals to 9, right? It's a 1 times 9 and a 2 times 9 equals to what is a 3 times 9, right? You have the reverse door, which is a 4 times 9, equals to 36, equals to what is 27. After that, you take the 1 and 4 through your creation, everything connects to 5. And then you get a 5 by 9, and that becomes the 45. We begin with the feminine, and the passage is in the ocean. And Leo, you know what it must be? I don't know, but this word has been coming out a lot. This word has been coming out a lot. Not only alt, but the AL, the AL, BAL combination. The CO is for the cobalt. So I'm just trying to understand this over here. You know, a lot of salt going on over here. And again, inside the word seal, right? And this is 19 and 5, again with Leo, AE and I. Right? When you combinate AE and I, you're combinating two sides and you're combinating energy. Okay, the I comes in many places. One of them is right here. This is where the I comes in. It combinates everything with inside the divided house. How is it divided? I don't know. Is it divided by here and we end up being over here? Because this is only in singularity. This will replicate the same as on the cube, right? The cube replicates. You see, there's only one, right? There's only 4 corners. You have a total of 7. There's only a total of 7 dots on this cube. That's it. You have 3 and 3 over here. Don't count these two. Don't count these two, right? Don't count those two because they're here and here. And don't count those 4. They're all here. And you can count that one, so you can put these two together, right? That's the only one that'll make a difference. This one will make a difference. This one will make a difference, right? The 3, 5, and guess what? And the 1 will make a difference. That's it. Just the 3 and 5 will basically make the difference. E and C. And you know what's funny about that? If you multiply them both by 20, you get 100% of 60 seconds of 60 minutes on the clock, right? 13 and 19 MS, minutes and seconds, which is going to be what is 10 for communication. Why? Because the first reduction of 19 is down to 10. You can't even do it. The multiplication and addition of this number will run you back into 10 and 9, 19. When you go to 28, it's another thing. When you go to 37, what happens? It reduces to 21 and 10 equaling to 31. So one of them becomes 31, the other one becomes 19. SL equals to 31, 19 and 12. I did this in a prior video. It's bringing the moon, the masculine. The 3113 or the 1313 or what is the 212 is bringing the masculine and the feminine together. This is on a lower level. And then it moves up to what is 4, right? This is where it stops. And then the male moves up here. The male goes from 13 to 14. The feminine goes from 12 over to 13. Where do I say this? Is that when you have 12 years that go by, right? You have configured 156 moons, right? But when you have 13 years go by, you have 169 moons. In this configuration, you're going to get 78 by 2. You're going to get what is 4 by 39. So what you can do when you're building is you can build like this. 39, 39, 39, 39. And now you have your 78. Or you have your, what is 137? 117. Right? 63 and 54. This is the masculine. This is the feminine. So this would be 13 and this would be 6. Right? 13 and 6. You know what this tells you? This tells you the masculine ends up to be the 7 with the 4. Right? Because the masculine, where does it get this? Just the letter M. And it shows you AM. This shows you FE. This shows you 14, 13, and 1. 91, the spirit. This shows you 5 and 6. So there's nothing that counts in between here, except when I get this, I get an association of the moons of Mars. Why? 2 times 28 equals to 56. Number 1. Number 2, the word 3 equals to 56. Number 2, 7, 3, white, equal to that. They also represent, because all numbers, when you see them one way, can be represented all ways. So if you see 5 and 6, the 6 can be a 9, the 5 can be a 2. So now we can run these combinations, but I cannot have these two at the same time. And I cannot have these two at the same time. Therefore, I can run this and I can run this. So I will be putting E with I together and B with F together. In the piano, there is no black key and there's no black key. See the C and E? No black key over here, right? No interference with the black key on these two, 3 and 5. Times 20 is 60, and let's say 100% of that reality. It's what is 6F and what is J what is J10? But guess what? It takes D4 plus 6F to equal to what is J10. Or how about ABC is 1, 2, 3 equals to 6. Add D equals to 4. So imagine your average here is 2. And then complete it, your average here is 4. Same thing as the phone. When you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this is by 2s. This is by 4s. Not by force. So you understand what goes on here, right? When you run by 13s, okay, what happens? I forget where I got that number from. Oh, yes, the 156, right? The male is 169. So what happens to the male, right, with the 169? It becomes this. And what you end up getting with this, okay, is you end up with 6, 6, 6, 6, right? And that's 24. And 1 is 25. And 13 by 13 is 169 moons. So I need to take away 1 and make it 168, right? I make it 168 for the one over here. So we square off each one of these, right? Each one of that's got 6, okay? And then what's going to happen next is we have to minus the 25 from the 24 from here, and it equals to 144. Therefore, if it's 144, you divide it by 4 equals to 72. 72 equals to 36, 36, 36, and 36. 36 and 36 and 36. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 144. 6, 6, 6, 6, and 24, and 1 equals 169. So we have what is 27 after the math, 27. So in each of the corners, let's just put 9. So we have 9, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. Now, if we run the combinations here, if we take all of these and run these combinations, we have what is 13, 13, right? This is where the Earth comes in this one, right? This is a 3, 3, 27, house of bait, house of bait, house of 8, right? 5 and 22, V and E, right? In the E is what is alphabet, right? Because the oxen is the occupant of what is aleph. Because what is between what is aleph, okay? In order to create what is in between is the aleph, right? Is the communication between the two houses. That's the aleph, communication between the two houses, between the bet and the vet. So you have the vet, ET, which is also DNA. It's also ampersand, amper, S, and ET. A and D and ET are the same. So is the ampersand. It's found on the 7th key, but you have to press the what's it called to go up. So it's a different level. I don't know at what amps you're running. So when you get the ET, it's just like the DNA, or what about the NDA, non-disclosure agreement. So you have the V, which is what is 2 times 11, or the ring. Why the ring? 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. Give me 7. 1 and 6 is 7. 3 and 8 is 11. 5 and 2 is 7. 7 and 4 is 11. 3 and 4 is 7. 5 and 6 is 11. 11, 11, 11. This is Jacob's ladder. So when we have vet, we have 4 times 5 equals to 20 plus 2, 22. When we do this, this is going to equal to your 88. When you say in French 82, you will say 4 times 22. It's a miscommunication. It'll automatically go to 88 if it was a machine that heard that. If I said it to a machine, it would hear it that way. It can miscommunicate amongst people. So at the same time, this is 82, as well can be 88. And remember what I said about 82, right? They connect. We have to make connections. 10, 13, 16. This is the upper connect. 1, 4, 7 is the lower connect. And this is what the cardinal signs are. But when you do the upper level of cardinal, okay, you're into Capricorn, okay? When you do the upper level over here of what is Cancer, guess what? You're at Aries now. And when you go to the upper level over here, one over here, you're down into Cancer. Okay, but Cancer is connected to the librarian 7 and 4, and they call that G and D. G minus D equals to the airwave, some kind of frequency. Where do I get these from? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Can you just give me a second? I'm going to just check out the comments for now. Just give me a second. I want to ask the AI of TikTok, can you give me a resume of what went on in the last, since the beginning? Can you read it all back or make a resume of a whole bunch of words and let everybody know? Okay, so I hope I'm having a great evening. You know what? If I can fix the washing machine and wash the driveway and get back home before it gets too dark so I can go for a little walk. I almost got lucky today. My sister was looking for someone to play pickleball. I should have been quiet and not told her about my back and my foot because I would love to run around. Maybe you can make it better or worse, or you know what? Only because I'll never like I don't go for help unless Granny is coming to help me. If you have an old grandma that wants to help me, send her on in. I only want help from those who are like 100 and over. You know what I'm saying? So, no, well, in the certain, and don't forget. So, if we work with mind, body, and soul, there are some of us that are hundreds and thousands of years old. The way we act, what we think, our logic. How we understand silence. And you know what I really like? What I'm not hearing today? I'm not hearing the wires buzzing today. During the week, it's buzz, 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 the buzzing bees. What am I doing? According to the world around me, we have till 2030 to solve the myth and mystery of the world. To know what is this alien, this alien Ra. Why the D? Why the D? There's a D here and a D here. It's a bigger D, right? Another dimension of D. Look at that. It's got a point. If I turn this sideways, I can make a round inside of here. Why do I have a round here? Can I make a point out of this? And look at that. Look, look, rad 10. Look at that, rad 10. And hold on a second. Look at that, presented by cold equals to 34. Whoop. Cold equals to 34. Where is that again? And the play. You can also push the play. So you have 28, cycle in the moon, and you got lay. Maybe it's the lay the eggs, right? 26, the alphabet, A through Y equals to 326, right? So we're talking about creation within the dog. Alpha, beta, the dog moons, okay? And when I make this stuff up, and I say dog moons, I'm going to explain to you why, okay? If you're going to do an equation of A, B, C, D, right? It's the same thing with numbers. So if I got 326, I'm going to go 3, 2, 3, 6, 2, 6. I'm going to go 3 times 2, 3 times 6, and I'm going to do all the equations. I'm going to see what comes out of it. I'm going to see where I end up. I'm going to look into the filing cabinet and see what falls under those numbers. And then I'm going to look, and I'm going to talk about those stories. And there'll be those stories at that moment in time. And when we put this into Edna, I like to call it Edna, or let's call it the Sun Cube machine. That's telling us the story. EDDERE, right? Re-Edna, DAAD, after the, right? You know what I'm saying? Why are they speaking before the Christ and after the death? Why are they saying that? Well, there's a reason. I'm not going to talk about it now. I don't know it right now. I have to look a little bit deeper. We all do. We all study. You know, if somebody says, study this, you know, then if there were 10 of us here and we all said, let's study this, we're all going to come back, talk about it. What you didn't look at, I may have looked at. What your perception is to something and how you think is very important to others to understand who you are if you're going to be telling a story about something, of how you saw something. Okay, leave that. I can do it. My sister's going hunting. She's going hunting. She hasn't bent down yet. She's looking. She's on the phone. She's double tasking in the yard. She's out for the hunt. She hasn't saw anything yet, but will she put down her phone when she finds it, or will she do the one-handed grab? The phone is now in the pocket. I think she's preparing. She's looking around. So far, nothing. But I'm telling you, there's got to be a dozen. If the dogs did a double duper with me today, which was rare, and they even said I stood out overtime, I didn't even know there was a time to spend with the dogs. But since I spent more time with the dogs than I usually do, they thought it was overtime, although they haven't been here in the last month and a half, and they wouldn't know how much time I've spent with the dogs anyway. So what was that remark? Well, it's just usually in some times and other times, but not every time that you stood out more than the times that I knew of. Okay? Did that make any sense? Oh, are we just one person here? Chicken Jackson. Hey, how's everybody doing? Let's see if we invite somebody else. So, are you playing pickleball?
Hello, mate.
What's up?
How are you, bro? You good?
Just give me one sec. Okay, I'm gonna go up and fix it. I just checked it out what to do, and I'm gonna go do it later. All right? Yeah. Okay. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Where are you
My
from?
guy. I'm from the UK. Yourself?
I'm from Canada, Quebec.
Nice. I'm gonna give you a little follow. Follow me back, bro. Let's do a battle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've never done that before. Do you know what I really do? Do you know what my channel's all about before we start that?
Go on. I've just sent you a follow anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna give you just a little just a little of this. Let's see. So how do you do that? Yeah. Okay. Got the follow. Okay. See that background?
Yeah.
You ever hear of the game roulette?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
What do you mean, though?
Okay. When you look in roulette, you know there's 36 numbers and zeros.
Yeah.
Okay. So over here, can you see my finger? Okay. I'll
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
see where I can put my finger to point out the best I could. Hold on. I need to find my camera. Okay. My camera's here. So
This is
anyways, when you
interesting.
look at
This
the
one. Go
X,
on.
can you see the top X, the top left X?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. When you drop down that straight line, that's 12. When you cross over, you cross through 14 into 16, and you split into what is 18. When you drop 16 into 19, you drop 18 into 21.
Yeah.
Then you'd cross over through 23 into 25 and
5.
27.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
27 drops into 30, crossing over into 32, and then into 34. 36 is on the other side. The yellow boxes that you see, the red that's inside the yellow boxes that you see, is what is the makeup of number 5. The first box, the first X at the top, is 5, then it's 14, 23, 32. They're all 5s. 5 is in a prison of 2, 4, 6, and 8. On every single level, when you see 36 or 34, whatever number you see, reduce it to a single digit. The board repeats itself 4 times, divided by 3 area spaces. It actually is a universal board telling the absolute story of creation. And if you look at the twin board that's in between, it's when you bring 2 boards together, creating a what is 1331 to what is 161, or sorry, to what is 12621 to what is 363, meaning what is in the center over here, what is the 1 over here, and the 2. When you bring the third one over here, the boxes are flipped. 33 comes together and it rides out the protons right over here in the center boxes, right down the center. And this is where the cube comes in. You know the Saturn square? You ever hear of Saturn square?
No,
You ever hear of
no.
these? You ever see
Okay.
these before?
It dies.
Yeah, well, that's not, it's really a schematic.
All
It's a
right.
schematic.
Schematic. So where are we going with all this though? Like, where are we going with all this? What are we saying?
We're saying that once we all see that if you can believe what I have shown you right now
Yeah.
and know from where I got it and know that I can connect the geometric shapes, the platonic solids, I can connect the pyramids, the Aztec calendar, the alphabet, all games that have ever been played, time in life, and every word ever spoken in the alphabet. This is where it goes. Once you can see how this works, you will surely know there is a creator. When this happens, everybody will drop their arms. We will come together to know that we cannot be stopped because our knowledge melts the ice. They freeze us behind.
Fucking hell. Where did you learn all this then, mate? Or are you just reading something?
20 years ago, I had a vision. They gave me something. I had a disbelief in something, and they gave me something at the hospital called I think it was EXOR, and I didn't like it, so I stopped. My mind just all of a sudden it made me very very numb. I didn't like it. It was very tough on my stomach, and I just couldn't handle it. And when I tried to get off of it slowly, it just like my whole mind started seeing everything way more. And every time I looked at something, I had to observe it and stare at it and just observe it and open and close doors. And anyways, I had a vision after that. And then I aged myself out of communication with everybody, and it never stopped, and they couldn't stop me. And the little voice in my head said, don't stop, don't stop. It's pieces and parts. Eventually you'll understand. Just keep going. But I was really in bad shape for 10 years until I got off that stuff they were giving me. And I never stopped giving up. And I just transitioned to just studying the alphabet, the calculator, right? The calculator, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the same thing. Every side is 9. This is the one in the center. It's in the center to 8. There's 4 that's going to be on the edges. There's 4 that's going to be in the corners. That's 8. This is Rubik's Cube. There's 9 per side. There's 6 sides is 54. It's the sun cube from the Aztec. It explains 156, the Aztec calendar, the 13 by 12, 156. When the 52, 52, 52, 156 comes together, they join together through the Haben Tzolk'in. This tells you about it.
Okay.
Also, the second half of our alphabet, when you add it together, you know what 420 is? You ever hear of 420?
Smoke the weed, 420.
Well, how about take a ride on Token Railway?
Don't know it, but carry on.
420 is 4 hours, is 240, plus 20 is 260. It's the second half. It's a Tzolk'in calendar of 260 days. The 260 divided by the 360 equate to what is 13 divided by that same number. Just divide 26 in half. So it equates to what are the 13 moons.
Right, the question we want
Which
to
has-
ask, the question we want to ask you, pal, is can you beat the roulette? That's what we want to know.
Okay, can I be through? If you understand what you have to do in order to play, then you can beat games. But you have to follow the actuality. Number one, it goes along with the energies that flow within you. So if you're mad, angry, upset, and you're not within Zen within yourself, when you go to follow any cycle, the cycle will elude you. You will stay at the table too long. You will want to win too much. So if you let any of the E world get into the eye of who you are, the ego, let me tell you something about the E letter. The E letter is the power and the energy. The E and the I letter for the who you are, right? 9 versus E5 is just the reverse cube of itself. When you see, hold on, when you see 3 and 2, 5, you will see 5 and 4, 9. The I and the E letter, a life, for example. So it's the power within you. It's what is the feminine within all of us. It is the 5 is the feminine within inside of us. We are the 4 part of the 5. We are the 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? They duplicated whatever we are. We're only here in communication through the body of the Father. Sorry, the communication of the Father within the house of the Mother. They connected the capstone above us. Capricorn, you ever hear of Capricorn? The
Yeah.
10 zodiac sign? Or how about A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Or how
Yeah.
about Michael Jackson? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. It really, really got to my head, that song, all my life, until I figured out why 60 seconds, 60 minutes on the clock is not 100%, when actually it is. All you have to do is add on 4. It's 1, 2, 3 equals to 6. Add the 4 equals to 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're working on a matrix
I get
metric
that. I
system.
get that. I get that. But I get your mathematics. I understand your math size of things. I'm good at maths. I get the
So
mathematics
you can
bits.
never stay at a table. You can never stay at a table for more than 2.5 hours. If you do, you're going to be running out of luck. Number one, every 45 minutes they change. Apparently, they change the croupiers. They bring somebody in for only 15 minutes. So that you have to adjust with the change mentally. That you have to see what's coming out, and you will notice, depending on which board, easier the American board with the 38 numbers, only because I know it by heart, basically, right? And so I know that vibration. We're more aligned with that vibration. I'm not aligned with the French board. If I stare at it enough and look at it enough, I can probably align my vibration with it. But it's 2 complete boards. Now they brought in a third board. They brought in a 000 board, and that is the ignition of uniting the lowest house with now the birth house. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9 equals to 30. That is 1/3 of the other. If you ever hear of the game tennis before,
Yeah.
well, 6 and 9 equals to 15, and 7 and 8 equals to 15. That's your 15, 15 in tennis. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. And then you go to 40 in tennis. And game is when you hit the marker through the 5 hole, because every time you, whether he was interested or not, I wasn't giving up the channel for nothing. I still have some strikes on my channel. It says I can be banned at any time. So I'm still looking for those interested into setting up a channel for Mr. Tacpan's page. So that way we're not closed down, not shut off. We can have a little bit more private conversations, and also set up a page where we can share how these equations work, where I can put them all in there inside the pictures and explain every single one, and a working formation where the planet will work according to these numbers towards the sun, the moon, the stars, and we're going to see full formation, what words are going to come out of this. This is what I would like to come out with. So anyways, to bring up one of the pieces before I go into work on the is this. You see the 1 and the 6, when you're looking at number 12, right? We can look at number 6. So number 6 will be everything it is with the zodiac signs. It's going to be 6 and 1. Do you know why? In order to connect the other 6s, you're going to need 6 and 1 to connect. So if you look at 6 and 1 in the 6th position, right? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can put this. Whoa. So if you look at 1 and 6, it equals to 48. So if you look at 7, this one equals to 42. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, I'm wrong. The first position and the 6th position equals 7. 6 and 42 equals to 6 and 36 equals to 42. When you go with the 2nd position and the 5th position, you get 12 and 30 is 42. If I want to reach number 8, 48, I will take 7 and 2. But both 7 and 2 are residing in the same house. So the sun is at the 7th gate in the same house. So what if I wanted to get to 12? So I'll take 3 and 9 over here to revert. So I'll get 54 and 18, 72. And that will get me to 12. Boom, look where it actually gets me. It gets me over here. 12 is 8. So what if I wanted to get to 13? 4 and 9 is 13. What number is that? That's 78. Where do I end up with 78? 72, 63. I'm supposed to end up with 78 here. 60, 66, 72, 78. 1, 2, 3 more. The 13th one, right? So I need a combination of 13. So 5 and 8. So 5 and 8, the 13th one. So hold on a second. I'm trying to see. Yes, here. Look, 8 and 5 is 13. But it only reaches 13 when we reach 6, the flip side. 48 and 5. 30, 78, which is the same thing as going to the 13th one through 6, because 6 is what splits, right? And we bring it all together through this one over here. The conversion comes through 1 here, but it's noted to be what is here in the librarian. I know I should be putting more. I know even this is important, right? So did you understand the 420 bit is 420 is 80. It's also what is a gateway, a power gate within the constellations. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7 and 8. The combinations can be 88, 77. The 7 times 8, 7 plus 8 is 56, and 15 equals to 6. Again, every 71 minutes, you add on 111 to the clock. Just pieces and parts, you know what I'm saying? Did you know that, I don't have my phone here, right? Did you know that when you call out on the Greek gods, the letters are always A and D, A and D? I don't even, hold on a sec. So what are you going to do with all this information? Share it. Well, what are you going to do with all this information? I'm going to share it. That's what I'm going to do. Whoever needs it, whoever asks a question, filling in a gap. Every time you ask me a question, right, relevant in whatever category it is, okay, it will add to the number knowledge, and therefore I will know what it is, and I'll be able to balance a little bit more what the alphabet is actually telling us, hidden deep within the cells of every character, every dot and dash, the Morse code of the alphabet. There's even stories. Did you know there's even stories? If you look at this page as it is, right, there's a story going down the page in what you don't see. You can make letters bigger and smaller. Okay, each one of these letters can be made bigger and smaller because these are not the right size of the letters, just to let you know. When you're working with dots and dashes, none of these letters are the same size. This whole thing is going to take shape, a different shape. Perhaps next week I'll come out and show you if somebody reminds me of what I'm talking about. So if you talk about, it starts with Zeus, the power of the universe. Then you have Poseidon. Did you know that this is 8 and this is 7? This is E, this is O, this is 1 times 5, this is 3 times 5. And then you have H. What is 4 times 2? You have 88. You have 788. And now you have 4, which is half of 8, one side of the cube. You have D and E, also representation of the sun. Now you have AP. Now you have 1 and 16. 1 through 16 equals to 136. 1 through 15 is 120. I'm just trying to think where the 136 fits in. Oh, yes, that's where 68, 68, the two houses dividing by the seventh gate. 136. Also, when it's three numbers and you have 136, 1 through 36 is 666. Then you have Athena, so you have two A's, then you have three A's in a row, four A's in a row, back to 8, 8, 4, 4, 8, 8, 8, 8, 4, 4, 8, 8, 8, except for what you have in Zeus and Poseidon. Take a look at this. I mean, do you think it's on purpose or not? Seriously, take a look. I mean, you have 26 and 5, right? You have 31 right to start. 7 times, right? Zeus is the cube. 7 times 3, 7 plus 3, the vibration within the cube, right? Everything passes through 7 times 3, 7 plus 3, all the connections. So you have 31 and 21 is 52. Earth, when you read it backwards, you have 45, which is a passage. So when you read the two of them together, 45 and 52, there's a difference of 7. So we're going to do this. 1 is on the outside. 26, 31, 41, 52, 62, 71. Wow. Zeus, 71, riding what is 111. Did you know 111 minutes, unlike 1 hour and 11 minutes, which is 71 minutes, is unlike 111 minutes, which is 40 minutes difference, right? 4, 7 and 1 is 8. Where was I? Oh, right. That is an hour and 11 minutes. But if we said 111, that would also equate to the heart of what is 666, which is between what is 16, 17, 18 added 51 and 19, 20, 21, what is 60 and 51, 111, which is noted to be what is April 20th, except in a leap year. 21st, sorry, April 21st, 421, which is where the 13 comes in. Why does 13 come in with 21? Because, hold on a second. Why does 13 come in with 21? 993, 393. Oh, angels at 21, 939. Okay, so you're just making a connection. It could be 858, so you're connecting to the matrix. And now it can be 696. So again, you're connecting to the breath. I have to see how I make these connections. When you're not making full connections, things can be divided by 3, things can be divided by 2, divided by 1. But once you get after that, everything else is just an opposition. 2 is an opposition or connection to 8. 2 is an opposition or connection to 5. 2 is an opposition or connection to 2. Why? Because of the cycles that we run. 2 returns to 2, 5, and 8. 1 returns to 1, 4, and 7, right? But it returns to itself on different angles, because when you run into Aries, let's take Aries for example. That was another thing that I did that I didn't finish. Hold on. I was doing the 480 minutes, right? 480 minutes for 8 hours, 960 minutes for 16 hours in the Trinity. 33 and 66, 1/3 and 2/3, 33 and 66. Just give me a second. What was the equation I made from that? 6 times 432 is 25,920, and 3 times 432 is 12,960. What is 60 times 6 times 6 times 6 is half of what is 25,920. When you multiply 6 by 6 by 6 by 6, it equals to half of what is 25,920. Now what you have to do is double up. You only can do it 4 times to the ring. You do it 6 times for the whole cube. 4 times to the ring, 2 times to the pole, 3 times for the half area space, meaning 3 sides reverts to 3 sides, right? The face of the cube has 10. 4, 1, sorry, the face of the cube has 9, 4, 1, 4. How we use that connection? Or is it 6? We use the first 6 because of the 6 sides of the cube, and then any combination of 6 because of the cube, knowing that at one point something's going to be the reverse of the other. Or you could also alternate every single number on the calculator or on the face of numbers to tell an alternative story. Don't let it stand alone. Where are we with that? How's everybody doing? How you doing? This is very warm, this drink. I got to go in and work on that washer. I'm not sure if it says it. Hold on. Oh, I thought I got another one. Yeah, I mean Zeus, Poseidon, Hera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now check this out. Check that out there. Check that out. Okay, can anybody read it? These two words, this word here and this word here. This is gold, right? This is 38. This brings in the cube. This brings in the aether. The DNA, the aether, and this all of a sudden it's in French. This says to add on. See this over here? This is a 55. This is a 9655. Almost like an oxygen right over here. This is either? Well, what about aether? The EI comes in, right? That's the energy. You don't come in with energy without the aether. I before E except after C. So there's no creation, right? Because there's void and it's a D, and the D is the reverse. The THER is 51 and this is 14. This is 65. So this is going to be this is going to connect to the IT system in the sun, the power within us at our birth, the reason for the 9 and 5 coming together. The TH, it only begins at 4, right? And 4 connects to what is 5 and 6. If you take a look at your cube, 4 will be ignited with 5 and 6. Let me sit up like a mensch on the bench, like a mensch, batter in energy of who I stand to be. I am not without not who I am. Without not who I am is what that is. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. Without that who I am. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. You see, the reverse of what this is going to be 4 times 2, 4 plus 2. No. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. 4 times 2, 4 plus 2. 8 and 6, 14. And this is 23. What is AD and BC? Right? Before the Christ. Right? This is AD and BC. Sorry. This is when you finish the calculation, right? This here, when multiplied by 20, can give you 100% of 60 seconds on the clock. Therefore, count this as 80 and 60 in the split of the 7th gate. Does anybody follow how this works? Regardless of the fact, understand they're not. It set me free. Oh! One of the musicians jumped into my toe and just did a little squeeze, you know? But there's a lot of things. I mean, I have to read more. Do you know what? If nobody asks me questions, I have to read because I have to see what they say. Psalm 33, 6 through 15. Check this out. Check this out. 666. Communication. Look at that. I just opened the page. What page would it be? The moon. 126. 216. 6 by 6 by 6. 216. Add 666 is 18 is 234. Do you follow me? 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Plus 216 is 234. Half of that is 117. You have what is the male and the female from this. A 9 by 7, a 9 by 6. You have Mars and Earth in holy, matra, mantra, matrix, money, in the money matrix. They didn't make it money for nothing in your MTV. The money itself is number 72, which is the association of alphabet reverse X, or in what is sex in the alphabet, CX 324, 2 and 4 equals to 6. The divide and come together, or walking the plank of the seventh gate between Earth and Mars. Only with your questions to answer will it open up your eyes. I can talk till my hair falls out, you know, but no one will really ever wake up until you question and answer your questions, and then not be shy to come out and ask more. But I'm very satisfied if I've even tweaked your attention within. And now that I saw something, I can't believe what I just saw. Wow, that's pretty cool. Check it out. Right? Check it out. I'll draw, you guess. Okay, did I not call out a TV set? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I just, hold on a second. How can I stop moving? Jiminy cracks. I gotta stop moving. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you see? Oh, hold on. Let me do this. I gotta fix this. So we have, whoops, sorry. No. Let me just move that back. Okay, we have, we have a TV set, but when you make the TV set, you make a 5 and you make a 2, and that whole side there is 5252, or how about B, E, B, right? Hold on a second. It's 5252, right? So it's B, E, oh. So what happens, right? It'll be, so it'll be B, then it'll be E, then it'll be B, then it'll be E. But if I run it this way, right? It's going to be E, and then it's going to be E, and then it's going to be E. And the minute I turn, it'll be B. So I can have B, E, E, and that'll show me the direction that I'm going. At the same time, when you look at it, it goes 55, 55, 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. And if you take a look, we have Lamed. There is no upside to this 4. The only time the upside comes in is if it gets mirrored. So if I run down this way and this way, I'm going to go 5, 5, 5. And the other way, I'll go 2, 2, 2. Right? So if I add them together, I get 66. I guess everything does equate, right? And even the windows, right? Look at those windows. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that fine line divide? Those are 2 Mars windows, right? And then we have the divine inside. Many, many, many questions. Many, many, many questions. Okay, I'm finishing off on this little drink. I didn't check on this yet. You know what it says here on 666? The Psalm of the Old Testament were used in public worship in Israel, probably, or how about probably the Psalms of the Old Testament were used in public worship in Israel, probably during the period of the monarchy. Monarch is a butterfly. Mon meaning one. Archery, also what is ash? Also, um, what is the burnt offering? Harley Davidson, Ra, to be burnt into the sun, and the word stamped out. Borrow. Borrow is what is like a donkey, or to bore, like we said in rob before. You remember we spoke earlier? I forget why we used this over here. Also, near the eastern, right? East in the what is the 13 becomes now what is the beast, right? The B, east, which is also within the west, is a location. In French, add OE to EST. You see, in East in French, right? We put EST, we don't put any A because it's in one area place in the east, not in the west. Suggestion of one. Psalm 33. Why do we put a P before an S? Is it talking about the three splits, the three gates? Take out the P letter and count only. Look, looks like Salem to me. What if this was M and this was L? 12 and 13, the masculine and the feminine coming together, a 5-letter word split by A, right? This is 16 and 19, two sides of the 36 numbers. If this was 33, would it be what is 12 and 21 to create 33? Or would it be 12 and 21 leaving out what is C3, L, and U? So this is masculine and feminine, MP bringing to 29 the birth, S19 bringing on the moon. They're a reverse. These two are a reverse. So you have A through M with the feminine in between. Let me see, 13, 25, 26, 26, 36, 45, 16, 35, 36, 46, 48, 58, 61 matches the church. Matches also what holds all three gateways within 6. 33, Isaac. 44, Abraham. 33 is also the word the. Because it's 5 letters, it's 135, 102, 251s, the 2 houses, vibration within Mars, 2 fire signs. Egyptian 5772, also what is 444 by 13, or the year 2012. Egyptian. B by, reverse alphabet. Communication, Psalms 104. So this is 135. Reverse alphabet, right? Inside of this is 16 and 19. I made a mistake before in one thing. 16 and 19 is 36, and 12 is 48, and 48 and 13 is 61. Did I get that right? Yeah. So 61 through 135 is 74. So it's 5 letters by 27 is what is going to be 60 plus 21. And then what is 20 plus 7, and 20 plus 7, or what is 40 and 14. It depends. I'm not sure which common 8 you want to do. What we can do is a 3 and 2 combination. Why not all 5 at the same time? It's A, B, C, right? And then it's only 3 at a time. It's A, B, C, and then it's A, B, D, and it's A, C, D, and it's B, C, D. That's the way this breaks down right now. There are other ways, okay, but this is the base of it, not to complicate anything. So what we would have is 60 and 21. That's where the Q comes in and the clock comes in. And then these are poles. This one is the ring. So if I use this one, I use the ring on the pole. So the 5 by 27 goes like this: 60, 80, 100, right? Plus 21 is 121, and 7, 128. It becomes 135. The word is 61 plus 74 equals to 135. This is ace, right? And this is also the word sun. 74 is energy. 74 is also going to be related to this word over here, right? And in this word over here, right, it also equals to 135, except the reverse of that is going to be 61, which is the word church. They reflect each other. And the thing in church, they both reflect 2 cubes, 3 and 8, and 3 and 8, 11, 11. U and R is 39. It's the bottom and the upper house. 1/3 of the house and 2/3 of the house equals to what? The trinity of 8, 8, 8. 3 by 8, 8, 8, or how about 3 by 8 equals to the 24, and 3 by 6 equals to what is 18, or what is 4 by 6 equals to 24, and 3 and 4 brings them together to equate, and they come together at number 19. Right, Capricorn, Sagittarius. But I think we're going to end it now. I'm going to get the job done. I'm getting tired, and yeah, don't like to say that really. Got to get this done. Hopefully, less than an hour. Ciao. Yeah, help support the channel. Oh my God, oh my God. Not for today, but for every day. Paper, books. Want to set up that system in any way? Want to become a partner on the channel? No problem.